Hey, cowgirl.
Yeah.
Why are you working me so hard out here today?
You need to.
We need to. So you're gonna cover your face so the subscribers don't get coronavirus, huh? You seen the camera come on? Oh, social distancing.
I'm just trying to keep you safe, man.
You're trying to keep subscribers safe, cover your face. Wow. Did you wink just then? I thought I seen you wink. Who you winking at on here? Huh? She's winking at one of y'all. I don't know. I'll have to check this out. Well, we're over here with that wild red yearling and that one black one that's wild. All right, we've come back and forth different times, feeding them and trying to be around them and settle them down. I may have made a 25% improvement, but that's about it, if even that. So we are here setting up a corral temporary with panels in that back corner where they like to hang out. So we're gonna see what happens, because today is the day, this evening, if I'm successful to load her, that they're going to the sale. They're going to the market. Let's get these two detached and get them down there. It's our midpoint shade tree. That breeze feels good, doesn't it? My goodness. We're almost done with this. So we got a little makeshift pen built here in this corner. I do have a panel that I'm gonna tie up here at the top to just prevent any chances of her coming up and over a fence, because I had one like this over at the farm where she came from and she went over it. She sure did. So any extra deterrent I can put will definitely help. But this is good tight wire. Hopefully it'll work out. Linda, move back some. Boy, Melinda ran up there and closed it like greased lightning. You darted across there like a speeding bullet. I was afraid she's gonna turn and run, bust right through you on there. You did. I mean, I couldn't ask you to do any better than you just did. You did, because if she would ever turn around, she would have plowed you down. Good job, Mel. I was actually shocked. I was like, man, we ain't gonna get that close and she's gonna be back on that gate. But you did. You darted in like a little bullet. What size bullet are you? 22, 45, huh? 38?
Mr. Beefcake, you know, he don't care about it. Look at that. He's just
Mr. Beefcake, he's just get out of my way and let me eat.
Look at that.
Just let me eat. Y'all all acting rowdy and I'm getting good food.
See, he just, he don't care.
All right, let's chill so we don't wind them up too much. I'm gonna latch this gate in good, and let's see if we can get her in that trailer. Now I don't want him in the front. You'll have to turn him. I want them to go behind. Look at her, look at her, look at her. She's crazy now. Look at her. she'll ever turn and go towards that chute. Of course, he's in the way.
Go. Go by.
There we go. Get him back, get him back. Hurry, get him back. Get him back. There you go. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! We got it. Oh, man. This is who we was originally going to butcher. It was little Mr. Beefcakes here. But we decided against it because he was growing off so nice. A little young bull that we might want him as a replacement bull down the line in another herd. And we'll see. He's young still. If he don't get a little bit more height on him soon, I still might do something with him or sell him. Yeah, if he don't show up some more height in him. But I had a couple others that I thought wasn't going to get much height on them, and boom, all of a sudden they just sprouted up tall. Good job, Mel. Thank you, babe. We did. Boy, that yearling is back there, that red one, just kicking and knocking the heck out of that trailer. Good Lord. I told Mel, let's keep moving, boys, before she tears this thing apart. We stopped and visited with our renters here, and they was telling Bob, his wife, and they were, golly, boy, I feel just shaking the trailer right now. Yep. Let's go, Melly Mel. And they said the same thing. Said, you better get to rolling before she knocks a hole right out through the side of that trailer. She is banging it now. Yeah. Crazy, crazy, crazy sucker. Ooh. Did we tie that rear gate back there?
Yeah.
That handle?
The handle?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I tied it.
All right.
I'll take care of it.
Boy. Yeah, so we stopped and got us some green pears. They're not really quite ripe yet. A little bit more towards fall, but they're already getting a sweet taste to them, aren't they? And Mel, she likes them kind of green.
I like white one.
They remind her of guava over in the Philippines. She likes to eat them just like guava.
Yeah, plus you also been trying, and then you dip to the soy sauce.
Yeah. I used to not like that years ago, of putting soy on that guava over there and the green mango. But then after a while, you start becoming Filipino. Yeah, and then all of a sudden you're like, man, some soy sauce would be really good with that. Now, I haven't got into the fish paste with it yet, though. I'll use soy sauce and fish paste.
Yes, and also sometimes we add a little bit of vinegar.
Or shrimp paste. Is it shrimp paste or fish paste I'll use?
Fish sauce or
fish
shrimp,
sauce.
Shrimp paste, or, you know, whatever it is. Like
or all of the above?
All of the above, yes. I know you always say, oh, what that smell?
Yeah. Alright, well, success. Now the big success is going to be if she actually keeps our trailer in one piece and we get her down there to the sale. Yeah. I'm just going to say this is the epitome of a crazy redhead. You always hear that term about fiery, crazy redheads. Well, this cow is living up to the name.
Are you gonna mail it?
I'm gonna bring more, so I'll pick it up. She's gone. Yeah, the crazy redhead is gone. So no bye bye.
No more problems. So
bye bye, crazy redhead. So they're gone, and this chapter's closed. I appreciate y'all following along with us here today on this little ordeal, a little bit of the farm life that goes on, the ranch life, whatever you want to call it. Out here for Mel and I, we handle all this, just us two, And it gets to be a handful sometimes, doesn't it? Yeah. I tell you what, it's not for the weak-hearted, I'll tell you that. Well, all of you take care. God bless. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you the next round. So we're over here separating another herd. I kept hearing water splashing. And I'm like, what is that sound? And there is a squirrel trapped in a water trough here. It must have fell out of this maple tree. And it is stressing. So we're fixing to try to let it out of here. Poor squirrel, it's really stressing too.
Yeah.
Want to jump up on me and go crazy or nothing. There it goes. I know we'd be doing squirrel rescue. That little joker has got to be happy to be out of there. He's up there in that tree somewhere right there, drying out on a limb.